All right, guys, right back on it, man. This wasn't in the plan, man. I'm giving you so much value right now. Wasn't in the plan, but we're picking right back up. This is an extra bonus training because we couldn't finish our thought in the last video. We got it on 15-minute sets. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and talk about this bankroll. We're going to get back on the live action, kind of play with the bankroll, look at the bankroll chart. And in the end, guys, we'll take you to the ramp up. The next phase will be the ramp up page. And let's get you going, man. Let's start making some money. Back to what we were saying. Bankroll is king, guys, just like in chess. Queen takes care of the king. The pawns, the rook, the hearts, the castles, everybody takes care of the king, right? So we want you to go in that mindset. Hey, my bankroll is everything. I'm not going to abuse it, because if I don't have a bankroll, I don't have a business. If I don't have a bankroll, tomorrow's action I can't play with. I can play with today's action, but if I lose and I don't have my bankroll, I can't play with tomorrow's action. So that's rule number one. Number two, your bankroll is a money magnet. We talked about it, and I was right about to talk about the soldier analogy. So one of my entrepreneur mentors, he said, listen. So you got to look at money, every dollar you stack and save, if you're an investor, as another soldier that you're adding to your army, right? The bigger your army gets, the more power it has, to attract, right? So every dollar is another soldier adding to your army, right? So you want to deploy your army in the right way, right? You don't want to send the whole army to one battle, right? That way you get caught up, you lose too many of your men. Now you're back down to you're weak. You don't have strength, right? So that's number two. Your bankroll is a money magnet. It's a money capturer. Like I said, you can do insurance bets, right? Things that might require a little bit more of your bankroll, right? So the whole key that we want you to think about, or the whole idea about bankroll management, is getting deep in the house's pockets. Once you get in the house's pockets, guess what? You got them by, I hate to say it, you got them by the balls, man. They can't do nothing, because now when you lose house money. When you win, you just add to house money, right? When you pull out a payout, guess what? You use the house to build those stacks up. So number three, action never sleeps. Live to bet again. Listen, when I say action never sleeps, it don't mean that they stop the market, right? But it means tomorrow sports is going to be going on. The day after that, sports is going to be going on. The MLB is going to be going on. The NBA is going to be going on. The NFL is going to be. So live to bet again, guys. Live to see another day. Don't, when you feel like you're chasing bets, we don't chase bets. We hedge our money, but we don't chase. When it seems like it's just an off night, hey, we just count the losses up. Hey, man, we deep in the house's pockets. Today was a losing night. Sometimes it happens, guys. Even with hedging, sometimes you may lose a couple of chips because of the juice. That's why we teach, and I'll get into it in a minute, where the way we do our units, right? To where if you do 3 units on the game, if the game looks right, you can add another 2. That'll be 5 units, right? If it looks right, you can go ahead and bag all 5 of those, right? But you want to do 2 to 3, and you want to have 2 to 3 to 4 on the other end to be able to hedge your money. That way, if things go awry, you can go ahead and put your money on the other side of the fence, on the other side of the bed, hedge your money in the live environment, and keep moving and live to bet again, right? Number 4, never bet the house on one move. It's just not necessary, guys. So me and my buddy, we went through this over and over again, trying to raise the money up, because, you're trying to see some finances. You want to see a big deposit. You want to see a big withdrawal, right? So you start making careless moves, betting the house on certain things that you think are solid and the locks, or if not the house, the majority of it, right? And boom, if it falls short, guess what? You fell short. Your king is now in checkmate. Game over. Guess what? You got to deposit again. Now, like I told you at the beginning of this training, the Game Time Gurus in 10, 2, win our clients' business with proven measurable results. So if you see yourself continuing to have to deposit, it's something that we're not doing right, or you're not paying attention to the bankroll principles, because you're going to be able, from the first week of being a VIP paid member, see how elite we pick these games, how elite we make picks in the live environment. It's going to give you confidence. You're going to see. And if you start seeing, that should win your business, guys, to where that $100, that $150 is nothing compared to the value that we're offering you guys. And then the last thing is, never bet more than 20% on one move. Now, it's always parameters where you can kind of bend that rule a little bit, but you want to try to stay within 20% of your total bankroll on one move, right? All right, so we're at about 5-6 minutes, so we're doing good. So I want to get you back over to that live environment. But this is just a little bankroll waging chart, guys. This is best practices, right? So we made this system, we made this product, Game Time Gurus, our live betting portal, in such a way to where even the little guy can get in and start getting some headway. So we just started with the $100, right? $100. Hey, you give us $100 as an early bird member, right? We'll talk about that in a minute. You got a 60-day money back guarantee. You're going to get another free month. So we'll talk about that in a minute. Very exciting. But give us that, pay for the service. You got $100 in your sports book. You want to play with $5 units, right? So typically on one game, we can move 3, 4, 5 units, maybe 6 sometimes on one game, right? So if we move 6 units and all 6 of them won, that would be $30. You know, it's possible all 6 of them win. It's possible we might go 4 and 2, right? So in saying that, we start off in the live environment, anchoring the move that we really like. So say, for instance, it's over. So we'll go ahead and go on and go to it. What I'm going to try to do is go ahead and pull my calculator up with us too. Let's see if we got one on this computer. Hopefully we do. Should. Let's search calculator. All right, so we'll get that up, right? So it's on standard, so we can kind of pull that over. So we'll just go ahead and do that, put that over there. So we're going to kind of play with these units, right? Okay. Now, let's go ahead and go into the live environment. We're pretty much down here, guys. I'm excited that you guys are here with me. And let's go ahead and clear this. It's saying, wait a minute, buddy, you got an issue. So we're going to clear our selections off of that. And let's see. I'm going to move this a little bit. Okay. So now. All right. So now, where's this calculator at? Pull that up. Hopefully we can work with that. Yeah. All right. So now we got the calculator. I'm going to kind of bring it down a little bit. Bring it down. Just want to do some bankroll stuff real quick. Just to kind of play with it. Just kind of get your mind ready for what's going on, guys. Just give me a moment. Let me go on and play with this, guys. This is a great training. I know you guys enjoyed it. If you're interested in making some money and doing something with yourself, man, I know should be pretty good. I would enjoy it. So anyway, we're going to leave that like that. That's not moving right now. Not a problem. So bet slip is empty. So let's look. All right, so we're back in the live environment. Now remember that total we saw in the other video? Same game. This is what's going on right now on the 18th of July, right? I think, yeah, 18th of July. So the Rays in New York, they going head to head. But look, they deadlocked right now. Nobody scored. So let me see if I can minimize that. So it's at the bottom of the 4. So look, the numbers are getting better, right? So that over went up to, it was at 10.5. Now it's at 9.5. So you're talking about they just need 6 more runs and we're good to go. That's why we love the over. Uh-oh. Somebody just scored. Something just happened. What just happened? This is how live gets down. Something just happened. Oh, it just flipped over to the top of the 5th. Okay, so now look at, look. So this is how we grab the leverage. So All right, so if I like the over at 10.5, right, and because now we're at the top of the field, now the books they crunching numbers like, that 10.5 was a little bit too high, but I liked it because I like the bats. They put it at 10.5 because they like the bats too, right? So this is where I can build my. So I would have bought it at 10.5 because I liked it, right? Now, of course, I want to buy everything under that because if I believe in it, then of course if I believe it's gonna go 10.5, of course I'm gonna go ahead and believe it's going 8. It's gonna go over 8, right? So then you catch everything on the rise up, right? So here, let's do our unit play. So we're gonna put. Let's say we already had 1 unit on there. So we risk 5 to win 4. That's the juice. So we risk $5 to win 4. So we do that one move, right? Risk 5 to win 4, right? So let me put that on my calculator. We're going to see how many units. So let's just say we had $100 in the bank. We had unit play. So we risk 5 to win 4, right? So 5, 4, that's going to be 10. Hold on. I gotta do it like this. So let's see. Risk 5 to win 4. All right, let's say we do that. Let's just say we do that 3 times. We got the over at 8.5 because we kind of mock betting right now. We got the over at 8.5. We got it at 10, so that was 2 units. We're gonna put another third unit. It might go down to 7, right? So let's just say we do 3 units, each one 5 and 1 10. So you got 15 that you risk, right? 4 times 3, right? So we got 3 units, 4 times 3. So you're risking 15 to get 12. So here's the thing. So once it's all said and done, this is what's going to be coming back on your side. So let's say we hit all 3 of those moves. So you got 12 is what you're earning plus 15, right? So now you're so now you really got up. That's what's coming back to you, because once you leave this, you let that 5 go, it's 15 out your door, but now it's 27, right? So let's play with it with a little bit bigger money. So it always enhances things. So remember that bankroll chart? We got about 3 minutes left. Remember that bankroll chart? Let me go back to the PowerPoint. So let's just say, all right, our bankroll is at 5 now. And this is best practice, remember? So you got to use your discretion, but if you use this best practice, let's say $50 units, 500, right? So let's go back to our live environment, right? So they didn't like that. They didn't like the fact that so the odds changed. We're gonna go and take it off the slip. So now let's go again. We're gonna go. So the odds change. So that means the number's about to go down again. So this is what we be banking on. Like, man, let that total go down a little bit more. Give me a little bit more leverage. That way you win on the way up. Even if you don't hit the 10, if you got 8.5, if you got the 7.5, if you got 8.5, if you got 9, and they don't hit all the way to 10, at least you got 3 of those 4 moves. You get what I'm saying? So this is how you gain leverage, guys. That's what you want in this game. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna hit this best slip. Got it. Come on. All right. So now to risk. Now we were $500 guy, right? So we 50 a unit. So that's 43, right? So we're going to do 3 units, right? So I'm going to do the math on that. So 43, so you're going to do 50 times 3. 3 units on this. Different numbers, though. Different numbers, right? So back at it. So right now it went down. It kind of flipped out. So we're going to change that up. Look, the juice went up. So keep in mind, these lines are changing all the time, and that's the kind of market that's kind of environment you want, because now you can kind of take advantage of that leverage. So back to the 50, right? So now it's back at 40, right? So now what we want to do, get our calculator back up. I'm just doing this for us. So 50 to win 40. So you're going to get your 50 back, plus you're going to win 40. So that's going to be 150. Of course, we know that we risk. If we do 3 units on that, that's 150 of a $500 bankroll. It's a little bit more than 20%. 10% is 50. 20%. So it's a little bit more than 20%, right? But anyway, you bet $50 units to win 40. You got 3 units up. It's changing on us, guys, but we just mock betting right now, so it don't matter. So 50, 3 units up. So 40 times 3. $120 worth